Look at you, baby doll, dancing in the corner by yourself. Crypto cult leaders. They are our friends. You think they are our enemy, but they're not. They're actually friendly. But you have to know how to appreciate them and use them, okay, to your advantage. But to understand crypto cult leaders, we must first understand the original degenerate bag holders of gold. Okay, so I say here, you think your ovaries are made of steel, but have they truly been tested? I ask you. Gold has been going sideways for 4,000 days. 10 years of disrespect. A new generation of redacted ones are buying JPEGs instead of gold. 10 trillion market cap. Very heavy, right? And I have this little Wojak gold miner. So cute, man. So yeah, man, this is like a monthly chart scrunched up. Look at this. How about that? You know, now, this screenshots from gold here, it doesn't matter, man. Gold could be 22.50. It still doesn't matter. The price is still sideways, pretty much. But why? Why are they bag holding? You have influencers out there. Cult leaders. Peter Schiff is one of the gold maxis. And he's a very good debater. He's so good, he's got people to bag hold something going sideways for over 10 years. How about that, right? So, very wise, very good at economics, 10 out of 10, great understanding. He obviously doesn't get crypto. He doesn't understand network effects. We know that, right? But you got to appreciate, man, he's a cult leader. He got people to bag hold something for that long. You know, effectively, when you think about it, he is the best marketing puppet by the gold miners. Because he goes out and shills gold, and the gold miners, they mine the gold and they dump it every single year. Just like Bitcoin, just like every other coin, man. Ethereum, doesn't matter. Doge, Litecoin, Hex. Same thing. Let's continue. I want you to ask yourself, how likely do you think it is Peter Schiff wakes up tomorrow and says, you know what, I'm probably wrong about gold. I could be wrong, you know. It could just like completely go to shit. Do you think he's going to say that? Do you think he can even say that now? He's so far deep. He's so far deep he can't say that. I want to ask you this question too. Continue with me. Let's go. Baby dolls, do you think Steve Jobs, when he released the iPhone, do you think he was going to tell investors, yeah, you know, this thing could go to shit and it could go to zero and maybe no one wants it at all? Do you think he was able to manipulate people by having that doubt? No. Bill Gates, he's trying to literally eradicate the human population right now. But once upon a time, believe it or not, Microsoft software adopting all over the world. Do you think he was going out to people saying, you know, this Windows thing, it might not work. Get out of here. I don't know. Do you think he was saying that? Or do you think his sexy porn star eyes with his glasses were looking you in the eyes saying, oh yeah, you're going to need this for sure. The internet's the future. What do you think he's more likely to say? You think he's going to become a cult leader and drag you in? Or do you think he's going to kneel over and dive? Obviously the cult leader aspect, right? What about Mr. Lionel Messi? Do you think his coach, right before the World Cup final, do you think his coach went up to him and said, you know, Mr. Messi, there's a chance this could be the worst game of your life. You choke and we get crushed today and embarrassed and your whole career goes to nothing. Do you think he would utter those words? No. What do you think he said? He said, this is your game, man. This is your game. This is your life. This is it for you. The stage is set for you. It's all ready for you. So think about these before we move on. In crypto, we are no different. Everyone in crypto thinks we're different. They go, this time is different. No, it's not. No, it's not different. All right? We're all human. Okay? You wear socks. I'm wearing socks right now. I wear mittens. I wear beanies when it's too cold to cover my ears. So don't think you're different. Okay. Bitcoin. Let's start with Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto. The magical influencer disappeared into the air. You have other Bitcoin influencers. It's decentralized. That's the coolest part about Bitcoin, right? But if you grab the main message from all the influencers, everyone here, they have a theme that they say. right? So what they'll first say is, we are different because we are decentralized, right? They're like, hey, we're decentralized. Woo, you can't see us anymore. But I know humans, and you know humans. You're probably a human too. And we know that humans like to focus like a torpedo on one marketing message. We like simplified messages. And if you grab the average message from all these influencers, you can actually simplify it. It funnels down, all right? The message funnels down to a uniform, like, item, characteristic, attribute, a uniform way of thinking. What do you think they tell their people? Do you think they tell their people, right? And by the way, I was a Bitcoin maxi at the start, right? So do you think they tell their people, hey, yeah, there's a chance actually Bitcoin, not only, like, it might not go to zero, but there's a chance, like, we don't actually need to go above $80,000. Maybe we actually solve the world's problems by acting as a world police. Do you think they're going to tell their followers that? Or do you think they're going to say what they currently say? You know what they currently say? They say that, let's delete Mr. Satoshi here. They say, hey, Federal Reserve, you know, you've got too much fiat out there. You actually have to print, and you should print a lot of money and just buy up all the Bitcoin off me. That's what they say. Now, I'm not saying this tongue-in-cheek. I know the Bitcoin maxi argument. The Bitcoin maxi argument is that there is too much debt in the world. M2 money's going up forever. So, to protect the devaluation, it's going to be fastest finger first. Who prints money and gobbles up the Bitcoin? That's what they say. And I love that argument. You know why I love that argument? Because that means we all become ultra, giga, hyper wealthy rich. If Bitcoin goes up, and it's going to rotate to Ethereum and all our poof coins. But I don't think that is what you should be hearing, friends. Because that's exactly what you want to hear if you're a Bitcoin maxi holder, man. A Bitcoin maxi holder who's all in on Bitcoin, that's what they want to hear, isn't it? Isn't that conveniently what you want to hear? That the Federal Reserve has to buy all your coins, they have to print money, and they have to send this to 1 million, $10 million. There is no limit. Friends, you know what they're doing, man. They're basically, you know what they're doing. Because I'm your messenger, I can tell you, all right? Maybe you're long from here, all right? There's people long here, 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 whatever, all right? All they're doing, these people, these influencers, they're just trying to tell you that you're still early, okay? They're trying to tell you, don't sell, you're still early, the best is yet to come, okay? I don't blame them. Like, I don't get angry at them. That's just what they have to do. Go back to all the examples I said. Do you think all those people in those positions of power are going to be telling, you know, the investors, the people, the sports stars, yeah, you know what? This might be the worst thing of your life. They're not going to utter those words. It's the same thing here, man. And don't think it's just Bitcoin maxis. We're going to go through all these people, man. So yes, Bitcoin, very unique case, but it's still a simplified message. The Federal Reserve has to buy up all your coins to $1 million. I already made a video case where Bitcoin probably does its job at $100,000. Maybe the government stop printing as much. They do more PSYOPs, CBDCs. They end up scamming it differently, right? They scam us with the CME futures. What about Vitalik? Ooh, you're like, no, this is Bitcoin only. Wrong. What's Vitalik say? What do the Ethereum maxis say? They say, I'm letting you know now, they say, we've already won. Ethereum, we've already won. They say, here's Ethereum, yeah? Here's ETH, and we don't need all your layer 1 chains, man. We're going to have Optimism and Arbitrum, right? We're going to have, here we go, Optimism, right? We're going to have Arbitrum, layer 2. We're going to have this ZK thing. We're going to do with this, and we're going to do with that, and we're going to do with, hey, ho. We've won the game, baby. We've won the game. That's what they say. That's it, all right? We've won the game. We're going to have almost an infinite network effect. We've won the game. That's what they say. Of course they want you to hear that. Why? I'll tell you why. You know why. You already know the answer. It's like, maybe, just maybe, some of them bought at $10. Maybe some of them bought at $100 to $200. Wouldn't it be great if they got their 100x, 1000x? Wouldn't it be great from there? I just want you to think with me. Use your brain, right? I'm not saying this isn't going to happen. I'm just saying, of course, that's their message. Their message is going to tell you, of course, the target is to take over the world. Look what we're doing so far. We're succeeding. All right? Of course, they're going to say you don't need other layer 1s. All right? Of course, they're going to say, oh, doesn't matter. I'm I'm going to like go against that. I'm going to push back on that, right? It does matter. Price does matter. People want to get in early. And Ethereum is a public good, okay? It's not meant for price go up and reward everyone. It's meant to just be an open platform. Think about that. Very counter to the message of, we've won. Oh, we've won, you know? I want to ask, you know what's another public good? Radio. Because you can't control who gets radio signals. Has radio won in terms of media communication? Because it's free and it's great. I want to ask you that. Is radio the greatest invention of all time that you use right now? Do you sit here listening to the radio? No. People seek other things. That's it. So radio is great. Public radio is great. You know? What about public streetlights? Same thing. Do we all gather around public streetlights outside, even though they're free? I want to ask you that. When you're putting on your socks, do you go outside to the public streets? That's a public good. And do you get your little chair, sit down and put your socks on, your woolly socks? Or do you, inside your bedroom, say, you know what? It's going to cost me 40 cents of electricity today. I'm going to flick the switch on, pay for it, but I want my electricity in my room. Okay? You put on your woolly socks inside your room. Think about this with Ethereum. DOGE, Elon Musk. Do you think Elon Musk is going to utter the words, yeah, this is probably just a pump and dump. We're probably not going to become world currency. No. He wants his believers to believe we can become the world currency. Wouldn't it be cool? Right? He also tells the Tesla people, you know what he says in Tesla? He says, we're going to be combined than all the other car manufacturers combined. We're going to be bigger than them all. Of course he is. And he was dumping the top. TSLA, Tesla. Guess who was dumping the top? While he was saying, dude, we're going to be bigger than every single other car manufacturer. Of course, man, it's a cult leader. You got to understand what the role is. Charles, we're going to take over Africa. We're going to take over all these, the third world countries. We're going to become a nation state currency. We are building for a better future, a more sustainable future, mature approach. Do you think he's going to back down from that? Do you think he's going to say, maybe we're moving too slow? No. Sergey, when he gives his ChainLink targets, do you think he says, maybe DeFi is trash and we're only going to go to like 300 billion market cap from like our current 100 billion? Do you think he says that? No. Go look in the presentations. He says the world is 100 trillion. The first milestone for DeFi in crypto is 1 trillion and then 10 trillion. And then we're going for the big jugular. And by the way, if we just hit 1 trillion, you get a ChainLink price of $600. All right? $600 link. Just at 1 trillion. Okay? But of course he's going to say that. He's the founder of the freaking coin. What do you want him to say? Richard Hart. What's he saying? PulseChain was designed to do a 14,000x. It's just like Ethereum. PulseX, same thing. What do you expect him to say? Do you expect him to say, you know what, this might only do 30x, 50x. Maybe Jim Cramer gets bullish when we're 50x and we all got to come down. Of course he's not going to say that. These are our friends. They are the believers. These people are the leaders. They make the asset. They make the community. You have to appreciate them for what they are. They're marketing message funnels. They help me and you. I like you tune in, a little satellite dish. You tune into their message and I don't judge. I say, okay, what's he saying? What's she saying? How are they speaking? And then I think, all right, forget about me, your friend SOMMI, forget about us. Think about the other 1 million people out there. Are they going to resonate with this? Can they? Look around you. That's how I think about it. I don't care about me. You have to be selfless. All right? You have to be selfless. That Bruce Lee saying. You pour Pepsi in the jug, become the Pepsi. You know? You put your foot in the sock, you become the sock. You have to be the sock. Do you think Brad Garlic Breath, right? There are people, Brad Garlic Breath has been, oh, look, I'm just telling you, man. 87% down XRP after 5 years, all right? Brad still goes to the conferences that says like, dude, like, you know, the best is yet to come. We're getting all this adoption, you know? And they always do these moon maths where if the Federal Reserve buys all the XRP tokens, you get 529 XRP. They actually still talk about that. People in the XRP community are still making channels and YouTube videos saying the government should buy our tokens, you know? They never think we could just buy a Ripple and just get them to work for them, you know? But you need this. This $529 XRP, this is the marketing message pushed when XRP, maybe it's $6 one day. Who do you think's going to be exiting? The people who don't believe. Who do you think's going to be holding? Why does it even get to that price? Because people believe in $529. It's the man on top, the woman on top, the marketing message on top that gets them to get there. You need them there. Without them, you got no confidence in the community. The community doesn't grow. You need someone to believe it. This brings me to the final message. Me. I'm a peanut brain. Me and you we're just little peanuts going along this wave. Woo! And here we are, okay? I can't give you 100% certainty which community is going to grow the most. Who's going to have the most users? Who's going to get the best apps? I don't know and you don't know. We're sitting here and waiting. But I can tell you, it's likely that crypto in 5 years from now is bigger than what it is today. That's all we have to bet on. Well, maybe we go to zero. Hang on. Maybe we go to zero, back up. No, we go to zero again, come back. Maybe we're just up. All right. So hang around in the game. These cult personalities, these people on top, they are our friends, man. They get the next 100 million people in. So we have to be thankful. Until next time, friends.